Hey there, as promised, I just wanted to go ahead and record this video for you going over the site. First thing is looking at your site and the home page here. I like that you have a really nice photo with a description and a call to action, your information here. But then that's really it for the rest of the site. Being on this homepage, I don't really have much insight as to what your services are or what you offer. And so I would say we really want to get some more on this homepage. Another thing is that you want to have specific service pages for each of your services. So rather than just having one page for all of your services, I would recommend having a services dropdown and having a service page for each one so that people can click on individual ones and to talk about all of them on the home page, and then people can, click read more to go to those pages. So those are the first things as far as design and kind of content wise. Now, as far as SEO wise, I will give you a little bit of insight as to kind of how that works and some of the basics. So the first thing is that we always recommend having about 1,500 words on your homepage, and this is for two reasons. So the first reason being is that Google has these crawlers, they come through and they read the content. They try to figure out what areas you serve, what services you offer, what you do, right? Like just trying to learn about the company. The second reason being is that you want to beat out the competitors. So if the competitors had 1,000 words, then you want to have 1,500 and so on. Normally, within that content, you would want to have keywords. And keywords are things that people are going to be searching for when they're trying to find you. For example, let's say someone was Googling rustic furniture, Southwick, Massachusetts. And you had those words, rustic furniture, Southwick, Massachusetts, on your site a couple times. You're going to be really relevant for that search, right? You have those exact words in that exact order on your site. You're going to be very relevant for that search. And Google is going to be willing to put you higher up at the top. So it's important to get some content on here and then also some of those keywords in here. Now, I know we talked about, Holly, I know you and I talked about there's something kind of unique like this. There's probably not going to be a lot of keywords, but that doesn't mean it's not going to hurt to have your best guesses as to what people are going to be searching, even if our software doesn't pick it up. Now, I did a Google search for vintage and I saw this word for rustic, and I actually like rustic better, especially since that's your category on Google Business Profile. So I did a search for rustic furniture, Southwick, Massachusetts. These are the three places that pop up. Obviously, you are in here, which is great. So you're doing a really good job with your Google Business Profile. At a glance, the most important things I can say are just to keep growing your reviews. The more reviews you have, the better. You're in line with New England Farmhouse, Country Colonial Shop. Obviously, they have 85, not as good as a rating, but they do have more. So just continue to keep growing that. You want to interact with this profile as much as possible, filling it out as much as possible. Let's see. This you can have 750 characters in this description, so fill it out, fill the whole thing out, and also throw your best guess as a keyword into there. Like what would you want people to search for to find you? Is it vintage furniture shop in Southwick? Okay, then put that in there, type of thing. You can also post here just like social media. So I recommend if you are posting on social media, throw some of those update posts on here. You don't need to put every single one on here, but if you post once a week or every other week with an update type of post, that would be perfect because Google really prefers those updates. So I do recommend posting to this once a week. Just fill out everything on this profile. If you look at it and you go into the editor, you can add products, you can add all of the services, you can add descriptions to the services, like really fill out every inch of this profile, and that's going to help it rank as well. Like I said, you're in second place, so you're doing good, but that doesn't mean you can't drop down, and we always want to be in first, right? And this is just for one word, maybe in another word you don't show up, whatever. Those are kind of the recommendations for the Google Business Profile. The last thing for this profile is directories. So having your name, address, and phone number in online directories like Yelp and Yellow Pages really helps to build an online footprint, so to speak. So we don't want, I mean, you don't want to go on like a ton of spammy ones, but getting yourselves into some high quality, well-known ones is going to be really beneficial. This is something we can help with, but it will directly benefit this Google Business Profile as well as the website, but it really helps us as long as the name, address, and phone number match in those directories. Now, here we go, Yelp for them. We can see these three things for New England farmhouse show up all at once, so we can see that they're doing a good job. Now let's take a look at their site. So, okay. Oh, geez. Oh my goodness. Okay. Uh, the site is horrendous. It looks like it was made for mobile, and they never checked. Oh my goodness. I never checked it on a computer. Whew, okay. Well, at least you can see what I mean. Poorly executed, but you can see what I mean. How they have all of their different things and their options. Oh my goodness. They've got text about them. They've got photos. They've sort of got their services. Oh my goodness. Testimonials. Testimonials are great to have on your homepage as well. So they've got these on here. Okay, maybe they're in the middle of building it. Maybe we just caught them at a bad time. But oh my goodness. Okay, well, anyway, so the concept is here, not executed well, but the concept is here. You want to have content, you want to have pictures of things and stuff to look at, etc. Just not like that. Now let's take a look at why they're ranking. So this is a paid program I use to research websites called Ahrefs. I kind of use this to take a look into the back end of the site. This is what we use to do our keyword research, all of that type of stuff. Now, because this is a very specific niche and it's very small, there's not really a whole lot to see, but I will give you as best insight as I can. So the first thing that we look at is UR and DR rankings. These ratings are really important for where you fall within the Google search results. A UR rating is essentially a trust rating with Google, and a DR rating is essentially a power rating with Google. These are going to kind of determine, like I said, where you're falling. The higher they are, the better you're going to rank, and so on. Now, one of the main ways that you can raise these numbers is through something called a backlink. Essentially, all a backlink really is a shout out or an endorsement from another website. So if there was another website and they said, hey everyone, New England Farmhouse Furniture is the best ever, go check them out, here's their site with a button, that would be a backlink. We're able in this program to click on these, see what endorsements they have, see what ones are worthwhile, and then help you attain those for your site as well. Now, as I mentioned, these numbers are super low. Like that was 0, 0.8, like 26, but these are so low. I'm sure they're not working with a marketing company. They've probably just had the site for a little while, or at least the URL for a little while, or maybe they've been in the news or something, right? Like they've got some people that are showcasing their site, so to speak. And so that's kind of what's going on here. Now, when we take a look at their keywords, this is the tricky part. Generally, we want to work with people, or generally I work with people that are going after the local market. And I know that you guys were talking about the local market, but when I do this research, like I looked through her words and there's not any words that have a location. Like we want Massachusetts, we want Southwick, we want local thing. And okay, New England style furniture isn't bad, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're in Massachusetts. And also considering that's their name, they might just be looking for, oh, maybe this is a type of furniture, and maybe they were smart choosing their business name. I'm not sure. Maybe you say, hey, this is exactly what we're trying to go for, and maybe I can help you with that. If this isn't what you're trying to go for, I really didn't find a whole lot of keywords. So, and it doesn't mean that they're not out there. It just means that they're so small, or our software isn't picking them up. So when we come to this case, this is more when we take our best educated guess with you as to what people would be searching. We would get that on the site. And then we really just work on trying to build power to the site and trying to do things organically. Like I mentioned to Holly, having Facebook ads, because some people might not even know that this type of thing exists. And then they see this refinished furniture and they're like, oh my God, this is the best ever. I totally need that, but I didn't realize it exists. So I have to imagine that's probably going to be the case with your market too. And so if we take a look at your website's ratings, we'll see that your numbers are actually similar. Not a whole lot in the way of backlinks. And if we look at keywords, it's just your name, re-inspired, or close to your name, re-inspired. So, and that's going to be due to not really a whole lot of content on your site. Another good way to get found for keywords is if you have blogs. You can, and that could be a good way to rank things too, right? Like write an article about DIYing, restoring your furniture, and then kind of say, and if you don't want to do it, just come buy ours, and then people most likely just want to buy it, right? Because it's a lot of work. So blogs can be a really good way to grab people as well. Anyway, I hope that that is helpful. Let me know if you guys have any other questions or if you'd like to talk further. And I appreciate you watching this. Thanks.